This week on Did Y'all See, we're talking about Kehlani and her alleged cheating drama, K. Michelle's beef with Angela Yee, and the breakup between Karrine Steffans and Columbus Short. Get into all this tea on Did Y'all See. So welcome to another episode of Did Y'all See? Ladies, are you ready to get into this week's topics?
Yes.
They're juicy. So first up, now there was a lot of drama surrounding R&B artist Kehlani, and there was an alleged cheating scandal. What happened is, she's supposed to be dating Kyrie Irving, an NBA basketball player, and there's a picture that surfaced of her and her ex-boyfriend, and he's like holding her hand. And to me, her hand looked super limp, like she was asleep, didn't know a picture was being taken or whatever. But her hand, her hand, which is very distinct because it has all these tattoos on it, showed up on Instagram. People was like, oh, she cheating, she's back with her ex. Well, he said he was back. He probably got his R&B girl back. So, people went in on her all day long. And y'all know whenever a woman does anything wrong, people always bring up Ayesha Curry and how she's the pinnacle, the ultimate. So people were like, I'm just trying to find Ayesha in a land of Kehlani's. So anyway, and then later after all of this, there was a suicide attempt. Kehlani attempted suicide and she posted about it on Instagram. And people were still like, specifically Chris Brown was still like, oh, this is a cry for attention. It's not, if you want to commit suicide, just do it. It's no attempt. So what do y'all think about the whole situation? I know it's a lot and very layered.
I felt weird that Kehlani just quickly deleted her Instagram account. Then she came back and it's just too much. I just think she needs to go work out her stuff, go to counseling, see a therapist, just build herself up. I don't think she needs to be with anybody right now, to be honest.
I agree with everything Jasmine said, and not to sound insensitive after Kehlani came out with, sharing that she almost did attempt suicide. But last night I was, creeping on the gram, and Party Next Door is, and I love his music, but interestingly enough, he's coming out with a mixtape called Kehlani Next Door. So now I'm kind of thinking that maybe this was a publicity stunt.
When I first wrote about it, I was like, I didn't realize how much people were talking about her. And then when I saw the magnitude of it and how people were dragging her name through the mud, calling her all types of whores, bitches, sluts, whatever. I'm just like, y'all know, we know how it is when one troll be in the comments you should never write again, don't pick up a pencil. So one person saying something can be devastating to your spirit, and thousands of people talking about you and not knowing the full story is soul crushing.
Yeah.
It really is, soul crushing. So I don't know what happened with this. I don't know if the suicide attempt was real or not. And obviously I don't think she should have put it on Instagram, but she's very young. She's 20 years old. So I just feel like people should always exercise compassion. Right. And for Chris Brown, of all people to come through is just the most vile thing ever. Please don't open your mouth. He's just the worst. And at the end of the day, we don't know what happened. We really don't know. We just saw one picture and people just ran with it.
Yeah.
So, I just really want her to take some time and chill, be away from social media because it's really toxic. And just, take the time to get better. So, did y'all see that Columbus Short and Karrine Steffans are no more? They got married, I think, maybe in January. That's when they announced it. Who knows really what they were doing. And it's March, and they're done. So apparently, Karrine found out that he was cheating, and she recorded. I guess they got into an argument or whatever, or she acted a fool. She just somebody threw all his stuff, in a hotel lobby. And she recorded his reaction. He's sitting in a chair with headphones on, and she's screaming Columbus, you okay? You all right? So basically, she even added the women who he was allegedly cheating with.
She did.
Yes, girl.
Karrine is too trill.
Right, and she said she's like, this nigga had no home, no money, so he's gotta go. So the question is, two questions. Are you surprised that they're broken up so soon? And B, if you were in her situation, who you took in a man who didn't have nothing, would you put him out if you found out he was cheating on you?
I'm not surprised that things have blown up, but I don't think it's over completely.
Oh,
I feel like Karrine stays in bad marriages
right.
for like a little minute before she
and
leaves.
relationships.
In bad relationships, like she'll be done and then she'll come back, and you know she's her emotions. I feel like she feels things deeper than the rest of us. So yeah, that's gonna be back and forth before it's really over. Would I kick a cheating homeless man out on the street? Absolutely. Get out my house. Are you serious?
Yeah.
But the thing that killed me about it is how calm he was.
So calm.
Girl, it's nothing like catching a man out here and he don't even have a reaction.
Girl, and when he released his statement,
B, just off of that alone, you got to go. You got to go. Not even no, baby, I'm sorry.
No.
Begging and pleading, nothing.
no, nothing. I was out here.
Girl, it's nothing like being irritated like that, and a man is just like, I'm liable to pull out a knife, a steak knife.
Well, listen, I'm happy because y'all know Columbus has his history
True.
of
Right.
laying hands.
Right.
So somebody said his anger management techniques are really coming in handy because dude was zen.
Girl, and y'all know he be wildin'.
Okay. Whew. When you wrote up the story, Veronica, in January, and I saw how hard she was going, I was like, this is, and I'm not saying that you can't be happy when you get married or on your wedding day, but the fact that she was just so off the ledge with Columbus Short, I was like,
Of all people.
right? I was like, this is not it. And would I, girl, what? Girl, I would have to, because if you stay in my house, I'm going to harm you. And I'm not trying to go to jail for nobody. Especially if you homeless, especially if you haven't had a job since Scandal.
Listen, 2014 again. Yeah, it's been a while.
Nah, B. I mean, like, there's so many actors who get into situations because of their personal lives and they make a comeback.
Doesn't it make you tired?
It does. But it's also like so funny. It's like a soap opera.
It is. No, it's like a parody.
Yeah, it's like a parody of a marriage. Like it's just a
Yeah.
joke. It's a joke. So, I mean, these two are, both of them are not all the way right.
Right.
So bringing that together, it's just gonna be a catastrophe. So for this week's Who'd You Rather, we're comparing Fabulous, F-A-B-O-L-O-U-S, and I was gonna stop it, but I couldn't, and Joelle Santana. So Laura, we'll start with you.
Even though I'm a Brooklyn girl, I would have to go with Joelle Santana because it's just something about, he just has that Harlem nigga swag, and I live for it, and I've met him in person.
Oh, really? How was
yes.
he?
Oh my God, he's so sweet and he smells delicious. Delicious.
Well, I grew up crushing on Fab and Joelle, but I'm gonna have to go with Fab. Fab, I don't know. It's the swag. It's I don't know. Fab is still relevant to me in 2016.
Oh no, that's true.
Fab is still Fab can drop a mixtape. I don't think he had an album since '88, but those mixtapes be hitting.
Yeah.
The features.
And the features. And I don't know, Fab just seems like he's a cool dude. He's a Brooklyn dude.
You always go so loud. I'm waiting for the day Jasmine and I pick the same person. Has it happened yet?
No.
You picked what you call it last week.
Who?
The guy who
O'Shea.
played Eazy-E. Didn't you?
No, I didn't.
No, Brandy picked her.
It was a difficult choice. But okay, anyway, so
Okay.
let me get back. So, yeah, I had to go with Joel's just because he's just so cute to me. I never even really was into his music. Except, y'all remember TikTok?
TikTok was good.
Oh, I freaking love that
He
song.
did for days.
He did. I loved him. I always thought he was so cute. Even in Cameron's videos, I'll be looking for Joel's. Like, he's
Right.
so cute to me. And the fact that you said he smells good and is nice, that's lovely. So let us know who you'd rather in the comments below, Fab or Joel's. So our series, Ask a Black Man Los Angeles, is now live on our YouTube channel as well as on MadameNoire.com. And this week's episode, we're talking about celibacy. So the question is, ladies, do you believe that a man can be celibate in a relationship?
I think it's possible. I think it just depends on how committed his woman or his dude, you know, whatever,
Right.
his partner is to also being celibate. If he's serious about it and he or she is serious about it and they are like setting boundaries
Right.
and we're not going to do this because this is going to lead to this.
Right.
I think it's definitely possible. I mean,
Yeah.
it depends on how badly you want it.
Right.
Right. I definitely agree with Jasmine. My only thing is I'm always weary of women who are celibate or who are virgins, and then they want to make people, celibate
But what they supposed
when
to do?
they're, because some people are not in committed relationships, but they think like, oh, if this person holds out, I don't know. Like I just think when you're if you're a female and you're celibate or a virgin and you're dating someone who has been sexually active, you just kind of have to be real and just think about how the decision can affect you emotionally, because like Jasmine said, I don't know a lot of people who have dived into pink matter and then wants to pop back up.
I'm not quite sure what you're really saying, but because I feel like a lot of times I think men can be celibate, obviously, but I think a lot of times either it's a decision that he walked into it with, like he was very convicted about it beforehand, or the woman is very convicted about it and he cares enough about her to just go with it. So I don't think women should do anything they're not comfortable with just because somebody's been there before and done that and you trying to hold on tight because he'll walk away. Like it's already doomed from the start.
I just think it's hard to drag one person or convince
right,
one person.
That's what I was trying to say. Like I think there are
Okay.
women who are dating and they want to convince and convict men.
Oh, okay, I see.
Stuff
Okay,
like
okay,
that.
okay,
And I'm
okay,
just
okay,
like,
okay.
I think when you go into it in that sense and you go into dating with that mindset that I have to convince and convict people and try to make them something that they're not, then I'm just
Lauren.
like, that's
yes. Yes.
I don't want anybody to feel
Yes.
like, I'm telling you to just go crazy.
Yeah. So, those are our thoughts. Do you believe that a man can be celibate in a relationship, especially if he's already been there and done that? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to check out our series, Ask a Black Man Los Angeles, on YouTube and MadameNoire.com. So for this week's What Would You Do segment, we're talking about male gynecologists and would you ever feel comfortable with one?
I prefer a female gynecologist. I wouldn't say I'm completely against the male gyno, but you would have to have amazing reviews on ZocDoc. You would have to, I don't know.
Would you have a chaperone in the room? You know that's a thing.
No, just do what you got to do. I don't need two people looking at my vajayjay. It's bad enough. You in there.
I prefer a female gyno. I mean, I have a female gyno as well, but like Jasmine said, I've had friends who have gone to female gynecologists and shit has gone very left around the corner, off the cliff. So I think it really just depends on the person's energy and their bedside manner. I think that I think that's really what it boils down to.
I definitely prefer a woman. And I wanted a woman of color, TBH, because, well, I'll just keep that to myself. But I wanted a woman and a woman of color. But, when I think about like gynecology, even like as the science, I think about like the foundation of it. And this is white man doing experiments on black slaves, and so I just, I can't get that out of my head. Like, and you just never know. I don't know. I feel like with a man, you don't know why they're really. So what's the draw for you? With a woman, she knows what a vagina is. It's no big thing. It's no. Yeah. I don't know. So I do. And Victoria was saying that with men, maybe they're more gentle because they don't really know how it's gonna feel, what they're doing to you. Whereas a woman, okay, this is good, and they'll tell you straight up like this is gonna hurt. It's gonna feel like pressure. It's gonna feel like this. It might touch this. It might scrape this. And you prepare yourself for it, but a man he can't really tell you what it's gonna feel like. So let us know what you think about this, ladies. Tweet us using the hashtag #DidYallSee and let us know what you think about having a male gynecologist. So y'all, for this edition of Cold Tea, we did not want to do it, but we have to. We're talking about the beef between Angela Yee and K. Michelle. So basically, Angela Yee was talking about the condition of K. Michelle's vagina and the smell on a radio show long time ago. And so K. Michelle came back and was like, I don't appreciate you doing that because you're a woman, as a woman, you shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. Even though DJ Envy and Charlamagne were talking about it too, she let them have a pass because they're men. Thoughts?
I don't think about K. Michelle next.
I don't know, like I would really like K. Michelle to really tell us why she allows men to talk to her any kind of which way to her face, and then when a woman says something about her, it's like, you know, I need to do a social media campaign as well as a press campaign to shame and technically like embarrass this woman. You know, I don't think it's fair.
It's not fair. She was clearly just attacking Angela Yee because she's the weakest link. So I just want K. Michelle to be honest with herself about, and she's a straight up hypocrite. You treat women with respect too, and then maybe you'll get some of that in return. Thank you for watching this episode of Did Y'all See? For more videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/MadameNoire. Hey guys, thank you so much for supporting Madame Noire's YouTube channel. For more Did Y'all See? Click here. For celebrity interviews, click here. And for our new series, Ask a Black Man in Los Angeles, click here. And as always, subscribe.